Moving on, rivalry between Russia and NATO has entered a new phase, and this time it's beyond the realm of conventional war. European countries are accusing Moscow of unleashing hybrid warfare, a tactic that blends limited kinetic action with non-kinetic operations like cyber attacks, disinformation, and economic coercion to destabilize an enemy without sharing or starting a full-scale open war. A recent surprise visit by the CIA Chief John Ratcliffe to Russia reportedly focused on this very issue. As per reports published in the American media, the chief of America's external intelligence agency warned Moscow against attacking NATO countries. These reports come at the heels of the intelligence assessment, which raised the possibility of limited Russian military venture to test NATO's resolve. However, Moscow has rejected these claims. Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov called them scare stories that have nothing to do with realities. Instead, he accused European countries of having aggressive policy against Russia.
Russia is facing a very aggressive policy towards it on the part of European countries. This aggression originates precisely from European countries. Any claims to the contrary are a distortion of reality and are simply the usual sort of newspaper hoaxes, nothing more.
But European countries are increasingly raising alarm over Russia's hybrid warfare tactics. Since March, several drones have entered the NATO airspace across the Baltic countries. Russia reportedly steers Ukrainian drones towards NATO territories by manipulating satellite navigation signals to feed false target coordinates. Ukrainian drones hitting NATO countries gives Moscow a plausible deniability. According to Lithuanian Defense Minister, Moscow is weighing a potential false flag operation using captured Ukrainian drones to strike critical infrastructure in the Baltic region. In the recent months, incidents of hybrid attacks are on the rise across Europe. Poland said that it thwarted an attempted assassination attempt of a U.S. citizen. Estonia, meanwhile, accused Moscow of being behind a fire at a drone manufacturing facility. Then in May, a drone hit an apartment building in Romania. Most recently, Germany discovered an explosive-laden drone at the Leipzig airport. German Chancellor Merz said that those responsible for the hybrid attacks will pay the price. In the latest diplomatic pushback, Hungary has classified Russia as a threat.
Germany has increasingly found itself in the crosshairs of hybrid attackers. This is demonstrated not least by the August 4th attack at Leipzig airport. Attackers are increasingly willing, with no scruples, to accept even serious property damage and even injuries and deaths.
New Prime Minister Peter Magyar is writing Hungary's ties with Russia. The new policy documents clearly state that Russia's behavior is a threat to Hungary, Europe and the global order. Apart from this, European countries have accused Russia of election interference as well. The list includes major NATO members like France, Germany and Poland, influencing public opinion, electronic warfare, covert operations and cyber attacks. Europe seems to have taken a conservative and a defensive stance as Russia's alleged hybrid warfare falls short of triggering NATO's mutual defense clause. Russia is also emboldened by the fact that US is growing more transactional under Donald Trump's presidency. This leaves European nations scrambling to strengthen their own defenses, while taking the primary role in supporting Ukraine's war efforts against Russia. Russia says Europe is pushing for war and not for peace. On the other hand, European countries say that Ukraine's defense is European defense.